Look at the time, nearly 1:10. Well, as I said, I think I'm starting with a cold. And most of last night I kept waking up with that funny choking feeling again. So, as it's a bit chilly today, I won't be going far. So I thought I'd do oil and filter change. First job is to get this belly pan off. How long have I had this now? I'm going to check it for cracks, because every time I went over that bloody speed hump at Rivington Barn, I heard a cracking noise, so I'll check it. And if it is cracked, I'm going to go to the car shop and they have a fibreglass repair kit. So I'll patch it up. Not the right one, no. Oh, it's spinning round. Feels like it. Oh no. On one side I think the nuts were loose, so I had to put a finger to it or a spanner. A bigger one on the back. Bigger than that. I've added a big rubber washer as well, just to ease the vibration. A bit fiddly because there's a spacer as well which tends to drop out. That's all it is, not really that much of a faff, is it? So I shouldn't complain, I just have to be careful of them getting lost. Ooh, gungy fingers again. Right, on the other side, that one and that one. Cold in April. Bloody bins. My summer projects, or even in May, like I said, is to demolish this garden wall up to there, in line with that step, build it up to the same level as that, if not more, and bury these old rose trees and dig up 1, 2, 3, 4, and either stick them in there or just scrap them. Fed up with bloody roses, all they do is prick your fingers and rip you to shreds, and then I can move these bins back. Oh, some nice new shoots there. Cut them all back, of course, all this will be cut back. Cut it back, cut it back. Is it this one? Yes, how did I get that off before? I rounded it off. How did I get it off last time? And why didn't I replace the bloody thing? You berg. Oh, I remember now, I took the brackets off, that's right. It's all coming back to me. I have to go and get my little bloody socket set. Yeah, that stuck fast. So I just took the little mounting bracket off. Yeah, twerp. Well, it is a year ago. Only change oil once a year. You're meant to do it after every 3,000 miles, I think, aren't you? But I do less than 5,000 a year, despite commuting to work. It's all weather based, isn't it? As I said, you think about it, it's just either Saturday or Sunday ride outs, and if you get a crap weekend, you're rather stuck, aren't you? The bike stays in the backyard. In our crappy climates, not like Australia, out every weekend. Oh dear. I told you I had a bad night's sleep, didn't I? Waking up coughing. I think I forgot to press record. So I've missed taking this off. No big deal, all I did was inspect it for cracks. A few scrapes because of that bloody speed hump at Rivington, but no cracks. I repaired a crack ages ago there. It's got some fiberglass and about 3 layers of fiberglass matting dolloped it in. I don't know how I cracked that. Probably, like I said, going over silly bloody speed humps. Just been in for a 70mm spanner, and yes, a confession. After last year when I put the one, who's it from? A well-known brand with a nut on the end, everyone said, don't use the one with nuts, they're dangerous. No, don't use a nut one. They break. Look at this video, an American lad at traffic lights. And it were pissing out all over. And everyone said that then with the nuts, when you loosen them with a spanner, so when you tie them up with a spanner, it breaks the seal, and that's what breaks them. It's not a fault where they break on their own under pressure. No, that nut is just an aid to get them off, like I've just done. So they're quite safe. A good brand. Was it K&N? Yeah, that's right. K&N would not sell you shite, would they? Think about it. Everything is tried and tested. Them twerps that have found themselves stranded without failing have spanned it up. It only needs to be on hand tight and then a quarter turn if that. Or even not at all, just hand tight and just keep checking it. I think. Alright, where's the drain bolts? It's over that side, isn't it? Slight adjustments. I forgot what size it is, hopefully it's 17mm. Let's have a look. I shouldn't be doing this when I'm ill. See, that's the stuff I got. Power release formula. Superior acceleration, but no mention of semi-synthetic. Fords you £1.54. Castrol Power One 1044T. No mention anywhere. I've looked under here and it's just a foreign run through of all this, warnings, disposal, etc. So, the back shop insists it is semi-synthetic, semi-sympathetic. Yeah, I'm sure one of them horns wasn't working the other day. I'll test them after. Unless it was just, I didn't hear it correctly. That's the nuts. 19, 17. Yeah, it is 17. Generally is on bikes, isn't it? That shouldn't be too tight, hopefully. Oh. I should replace that washer really. But I don't have one to hand. Only if the car accessory shop has some. Ooh. Yeah, it's very black, isn't it? There's a washer. I'll clean them up after. I should have done this last night when it was thinner. But it don't matter, does it? Minor detail. I'll get some new cloths after. Just get grimy. Only £2 for a pack of 5. I'll leave that to drain for a bit. Only take a couple of minutes. Not exactly a big job, is it? Oil and filter change. Unless it's me filming it, then it turns into a major faff. Yeah, so sorry about that bit of deception. Just to keep people quiet last year, I said I've swapped it. I've swapped a nut one for a normal one. Oh yes, well, can't be too careful, can you, mate? So well. But like I said, it's been in for a year, it's been fine. Am I right, sorry, rot, or what? Is it just people tightening up when that is not for tightening up? It's for getting off. Ooh, sirens and the police chase. Right, clean nuts. I'll give this a clean now. Oops, while we're waiting. There's my Mr. Sheen. All them fancy portions, nothing beats Mr. Sheen. £1 for a tin. I made this tool a couple of years ago because I was struggling to get one of these sort off. Like I said, I think I've gone a bit mad and tightened it right up with that probably, with a bloody socket on. So to get it off, I drilled 2 holes in it, put some of them in, and filed them down to make a high leverage getter offer, and it worked. Getter offer, silly sod. Oh, what's time to spray? Oh, there we are. Slight blockage. I know I should clean inside, but I'm not scraping all that bloody gunk off. Not colour matched, it's from Skidmarx. If you look at Skidmarx online, good quality fibreglass. Although it could do with being reinforced at the front, like I said. So I did that myself. That's where the chain splatters. Oh, my nose is running now. Got me breathing that in. I'll leave that to soak, I'll leave that to dribble. Go in. And then can I have a cup of tea. Cold in April, marvellous, isn't it? Well, there's the belly pan. Cleaner. I won't say clean exactly, but lots of scratches on. You expect that after how long have I had it? 7 years nearly. 6.5 years, well 7 years in August. What I was mentioning before, why I forgot to press the record button was, because that's rounded off, I could have got it off just by getting a bloody spanner on there, but I now remove it by removing the bracket. You know, rather than faff around. Doesn't matter, does it? Right, well, sump plug bolt back in, cleaned up. Like I said, I should replace that washer. All dribbles have stopped. Oh, there's a hole there. If it had hair around it, you'd find it right away. Quoting that old Irish chap I used to work with. You see. You see all that gunge. Right, I should torque this up, but the old mechanic's way is just tight and then a little bit more tight, then it's not going to come undone, is it? It's not going to vibrate loose. Not on a Hornet. Highly maybe, not on a Hornet. Right, new filter. come off easy. Been in the drawer for a year. Like I said, this is what I was going to put on last year after everyone said, get rid of that one with a nut on. Dangerous. Well, it's lasted a year. And there's been millions of other satisfied users, so I know I should put fresh oil on, but no metallic bits there. Easy. See, just using your hands you can get it pretty damn tight. And I'm not going to use that'll do. I'm not going to use that tool I made, that's just to get it off. Finger tight is alright, but if you want to make a comment, feel free. I'm quite open to being rectified, being corrected if I'm not doing anything correctly. It's just that you go too far, you get deleted. Them 2 thumbs down this morning were probably from deleted people. If you can't be pleasant, shut off. See, the viscosity doesn't look so bad, does it? It's just black and grimy and gunky. Could use that. If I had like an old lawnmower or something, I could use that. Well, last year I poured that via a funnel into a milk carton and then disposed of it in a skip, I think. I know I should take it to a local recycling centre. Oh yes, of course. Trouble is, our local one got closed by the council. The councillors are on £100 a year, and that's, they say, oh, due to all the Tory cuts, which do have a grain of truth in it, of course. Well, a lot of truth in it. Theresa May's making a right out of our country. But would it be any better with the horrible little beady chap? I think not. Where's that nut? Put that there for now, loosely. Yep. Which one was it? Spacer. Oh, I didn't use a metal wash, I just used a rubber one. I put the spacer in the other, didn't I? And I tried to use 2 last year, and that's why it ended up in the bottom of there. Can't remember. That space is a worry. Could do with being warmed there with a blowtorch and then bent back about 10 mil or so. You break, spacer. Not fully tighten it yet until this is located. Get the fluff off. Get a bit closer. Let's check the other side. Yes, I'll tighten the other side up, then come back and tighten this side up. I know. I'd do it a lot better and quickly and more efficiently if I wasn't feeling so rough. Lined up. Yep. I'm sure I had a rubber washer in there to absorb the vibration. I'd use that one. Maybe that's what it's for, that other one. Yeah, I bet it dropped down when I was faffing around last year. So where's the one for this side? Disappeared forever. What was that? Something short that on my arse. Well, that's what happens, it drops in there. You twerp. Should I bother with a rubber washer? I'll go and get some. Actually, I've got some of them grommets, through grommets for electrical wiring, so I use one of them. It's just to cushion it, absorb any vibration. Well, the belly pan's back on, with a rubber doofer there. One of those grommets, bit of a fiddle, but I got it on. And then, funnel. Is it clean? Well, a bit of gritting. I'm going to say in the past, I have tended to put a bit too much in. I know they say you should never put too much in because it's just as bad as not enough, because the pistons slap around in it or something, and it's not good for the engine. Side glass. Something else, do you check on the centre stand or on the ground with it level, hold it level and get someone to get down and have a look? I think that's why I put too much in last time. You mentioned it at the bike shop. We give your bike a little once over and you got a bit too much oil in. I said, oh dear. And I left it. I should have tried to drain a bit out. That's a glue from that chrome trim. Right, oil. So, should I break the seal or should I go back? He actually said the part section is closed on a Sunday, it's all shuttered up with locks on. But he said no, they're all semi-synthetic. So, but like I said, why is it not say on here? I'm going to phone Castle and ask him. There's a number on helpline, but that'll be closed on a Sunday. And I did really want to do this today. Normally it's a 10-minute job, but not if you've got a bloody, special pourer. Oh, yeah. Other ones have got a little pull-out spout, haven't they? I've not bought cheap and expensive and nasty stuff, have I? Nice steady flow. And this is 4 litres. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Check the manual. Is Ian saying that right now? Check the manual for an exact amount. Is it 3.6 you meant to use? I know, I should do, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's still on 2.8 litres. 2 litres, we used half of it. Let's have a look. Oh no, I've got oil on my new seat off my fingers. What's that behind me? Bloody brush. And a cat toy. Still no room to work with despite not even in the sight glass yet. Despite demolishing that wall, I'm still stuck for space, so I better forget the idea of getting a bigger bike. I do like them X11s, there's a couple on eBay, like I said yesterday, going cheap, less than 2,500 for a 13,000 mile bike. It said bean stud, stud wear in a bloody farmyard, paint chips and corrosion on the main beam frame. How we're doing? Well, it's there in the sight glass. So this is a quandary. Do you spin the engine and get it sticking around the gearbox? Or is that the cold level setting? I should know after 36 years of doing this on maybe a variety of bikes. Dummy. Well, it's 5mm off the top, so I'll run the engine a bit. I was going to say, they do a magnetic sump plug, don't they? Maybe I should invest in one of them to catch a few extra bits of metal floating around your gearboxes. Only about $5.95 on eBay. I might get one. Alright, keys inside. I didn't have a cup of tea, maybe I should have one and find a container for this lot. Keys. So is it? Not too bad. I'm going to be using that in a bit, pink stuff. Best hand cleaner I've ever tried, that. Oh, that's all started up now. I didn't have a brew before. I thought I'll finish it then have a brew. So let's finish this bit. neutral. It's a chalk. Yes, Wallace is back on. I'm watching a couple of videos this morning on YouTube. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Bafflectomy. A couple of lads had, I don't know how they've done it. I think they just drilled round here inside and took the baffles out. But how is that legal in their countries? Unless the police don't bother. Do our police bother any more in this country? You have plenty of cars with loud exhaust, don't you? I put these mats on here to keep the cats off at night, and they're full of bloody dust. Yeah, and that's a lot louder than it sounds. So look at the sight glass. Yeah, that burble. Now then, switch it off, and let's see how far it fills up the sight glass. I think that's a mistake I made last time, like I said. I didn't leave it long enough to settle back down, and I thought, oh, it's all gone round the engine, therefore I'll top it up, and I put too much in. Bloody sight glass. Why not use one of them old-fashioned long dipsticks? Or are they engineered differently inside? There's not room for one. See what I mean? Last year I topped it up. Nutty. Put too much in. I think I will leave it now and have a cup of tea, sod it. And let it fill up. Yes, I made a strong coffee. Try and wake me up. Well, I just checked the sight glass, it was still down, so I have topped it up just a little, and it says so in the manual, top up if required a little bit. So there. Yeah, I were going to put it in the milk container, but last year it seemed to dissolve the milk container, it went all floppy. So I'll pour this into here. I don't know what I'll use it for, just have some oil handy, and then pour the old stuff in here. Soon find out if there's too much. If it doesn't, if it overflows, that means there was too much last year. Let's see. wash and wax. It looks like wash and wax, it's the same colour. Red. Right, let's be carefully lean it against something. Texas tea, black gold. Well, the next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California's the place you want to be. So he loaded up the truck and he moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools and movie stars. Ooh. That'll be alright, I think. Let's have a look. Well, getting near the top, innit? Don't say I put the full 4 litres in last year. Looks like it, doesn't it? Right at the top. Break. I was going to do a bit of shopping. I think I will nip to Morrison's and get some more of these cloths and get some biscuits and cat food. Oops. Can't recycle that filter, can we? It'll go in the bin. So, full 4 litres in. I'll check the fluid level. Would there be any obvious signs if you put too much in? Maybe that excessive smoking. Oh, it'd smell of burning oil, wouldn't it? Or would it? This isn't my foot dish, is it? Yeah. Oh no, I've got a separate white one for me. For my feet. Not that I've done that yet. I bought a white dish as well as this. This was for oil. The white one's to ease my aching feet. Put some warm water and Radox in. I've never done it yet. Well, not for a while anyway. I think. There you are, an oily rag. Should I left a mechanic to do this rather than an oily rag? Bits of rust in them. I put new screws in and a different cap on, which I won from my CB 1300. I got some custom ones for that with little flutes on. I put some of that black wax in there. It's inside. That's good stuff I got from Aldi, but like everything they sell, it's only once in a blue moon. Protect and shine. Squirt that everywhere and it just makes water run off. Right, well, that's another little job done. I'll try and edit it down to a more accommodating viewing length. Look at them marks. Right, coming off. You can't T-cut it if it's too deep. Still really smoky. Although it is a bit chilly. Well, I filled the tank up yesterday and I've only done 5.5 miles since. I've got some Red X inside. I'll add that, I think, then go for a test ride after I've been to the shops. It's only 5 miles, but still be near the top. Yep. Oh, that's getting a bit grimy. Kind of big flakes of gunk. Ooh. I should stuff a rag in there. Oh no, that might contaminate it. Get them flakes out of the bloody way. I don't know why I bother with this. Does it actually do any good? It's to clean your system. It's not the injector one now, it's just going cheap from that sticker shop last week. Right. 19 litre. 4-shot bottle. 4-shot bottle. Red X keeps injectors clean by breaking down and safely removing harmful deposits that build up. Remove cap, completely remove foil seal. Using the marks on the side of the bottle as a guide, pour a quarter of a bottle into fuel tank. Well, all fuel tanks aren't bloody standard. Normally it says for 15 litres use so much. So for 19 litres I normally use a quarter bottle. That'll do. Not gonna go mad. Will that make it smoke even more? Will it actually clean the injectors? Or does it do bugger all? Is it just nonsense? can you get the safety cap back on? See, look at all that gunge. If I wipe it away carefully, it's accumulated into a corner now. So you have to be careful. A little static blue spike off meal of that vapour burning. Right, so I'll leave it for now. Is that everything? Old oil I'll keep outside. Is that some old stuff from last time? Yeah, that must have been there since last year. Well, there's another one for the collection. I was going to get my pump working today, but like I keep saying, it's not proper summer yet. I'll throw that rag away. Not using that clean one. Well, I'm meant to be getting some more, aren't I? May as well. Oh, my brew going cold now. Right, bye for now. Well, yes, this is a little tootling test ride just to see if... Actually, I was concerned about the gears. You know, Honda gears are notorious for being a bit clunky. So I thought, will the gear changes be any smoother with fresh oil in? Maybe I should switch to doing it twice a year. Yeah, switch to cheaper oil and do it twice a year. That's an idea. What are you doing out of it? Oh, pothole. Yeah, very wise. Bouncing down potholes doesn't do cars any good, same as bikes. Well, how's this microphone sound? I've toned it down a little bit on the rotary volume controller. Where am I going? Nowhere much. I thought to go back to the bike shop. Oh, not got all the bikes in yet. Do catch a scrambler. I think that sun visor is still a bit too high. Could do with putting another strip on. Oh, that chain looks a bit exposed, doesn't it? And a one-sided shock, is it? Should I book a test ride on a Thruxton? Maybe when I'm 65. Oh, that harness still here must be a trading deal. Hello, I'm just testing the oil I got from you yesterday. It seems fine. I was worried in case it wasn't semi-synthetic, but it seems alright. It's not chip pan oil. I got these from petrol station yesterday. I give one to Philip. It's actually a sticker rock. And see if he's got a sense of humour still. Well, I saw him on that push bike with, what's his name? He posts things on Facebook, don't he? He was pedalling away from that chap who used to do motorbike shows. So he has a sense of humour. What are these called now? There used to be a presenter on motorbike shows on television. And he was pretending to pinch his bicycle at a Manchester shop. Right, well, everything's sorted and ready for summer, as I keep saying. Yeah, so I got some of them rum toffees for work. It's always me that buys stuff though, nobody else buys stuff. Although the supervisor, a Pakistani lad, he bought a tub of Quality Street, which was very good of him last Monday. But only because I kept moaning. Well, I've got 3 bags, $1.99 each. They've gone up a bit. I'm sure they were $1.59 last time I bought some, although that must be a year ago. I've not bothered since. I'll just stay up my jacket. What a break. Another wind noise test. I'm saying to Bandit Nev, maybe I should just go back to using my old setup. It's a pain in the ass to set new microphones up. it's not summer yet. As I keep saying, I keep freezing again. Not doing me cold any good, my nose is dribbling now. Are you turning out of it? No. Patrol. And turn. Business, I think I found the right setting. That was quite clear yesterday, wasn't it? How are these hills looking? Despite the gale force wind, it's still a little bit milky on the horizon. These are them rum truffles from Pauli's shops. Delicious, yeah. Whatever that means. Vavelou. What's Vavelou? Rum. Well, thank you for watching. I will now have a warm cup of coffee, a couple of Bakewell slices, some Vicky's Chucky Bickies. Yes, I got all the essentials while I was shopping. They're meant to be for work, but I might open them up. Bye for now. I might have some crumpets.